got a special guest here for the spotlight interview. Round of applause for this talented brother, Mr. Aaron Spellz, man. Oh,
Thank you. I say.
man, appreciate the appreciate, man. Bright and early like the orange juice, man. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, yo, we blessed. God woke me up this morning, so I'm grateful to wake up to the morning to beautiful faces.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Where you at right now? You in Atlanta?
I am in Atlanta. I am in Atlanta.
Okay.
College Park area.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
come on now,
Yeah.
man. Before we get started, man, those records behind you, what are those right there?
So I love music. I have a music label as well called Timeless Groove. And so these are just records that I somewhat used to play, but I don't
Yeah,
play anymore. So I just put them on as like a design. And then
yeah,
these right here are going to be deep. So we already got two filled. Me and one of my artists got two projects out, and then we're just going to fill them up, kind of like a foreshadow or keep the work going until this is filled type deal. So inspirational pieces, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of say we're not gonna stop until it get filled type deal.
man. I love
Right.
that. That's
Pretty
dope.
neat.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Got some classics up there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. We got TLC, we got SZA, we got Wayne, we got Ross, Diana Ross, excuse me.
Yeah,
We got some let's see, Jimi Hendrix,
Okay. Okay.
Teddy Pendergrass.
All right.
Yeah, we got a few things up there.
yeah, man.
That's a great collection of
That is.
artists.
That's
It's a little
That
bit
is.
like,
all
yeah.
mixtures. It's a
For
mixture.
sure.
I love music. I love art in general. I'm an artist as well. I just do a lot of things, but I dabble into my second company was a label, and then I formed Spellz Productions. So music has always been in my soul. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, so
Okay.
you already know how that go. You know what I'm saying, with the music and the jazz and the bounce, all of the above. Music is everything for me. Without a beat, you don't have a soul.
Man,
That's
Right?
right. That's right.
you know what? We gonna put a pin in that right there because
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna
it's a
because we
Super
got
Bowl.
we got to spin the block. We're gonna ask you a question.
It's a Super Bowl commercial. We most definitely gonna, because we just had the conversation
Yeah,
earlier.
we just had that conversation.
Man, let's go ahead and get cooking. Let's get started, man. So, Aaron, so tell us what inspired your interest into becoming a filmmaker, man.
I will have to say my father.
Yeah,
When my father was alive, as a kid watching movies and television shows with him, he kind of was just always asking, odd questions that nobody knew. Like when we watched Jaws for the first time, or when I watched Jaws for the first time, he was like, "How do you get a shark to act?" Right? And I was like, those type of questions would be like, "I don't know, Daddy."
It's a good question.
But that's a good question. I wanna find out. That's one part. That's kind of what made me want to know more of how it happens.
yeah,
That's one. And then the second thing is I always realized I was like a visionary type of person. Like, I was the one that would like look at clouds and look at patterns on the wall and then see objects or see motion and see like something playing out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I wonder if that's a gift, right? So with those two, kind of with that type of inspiration and that type of vision, blending the two just made me realize like, dang, I think I'm a filmmaker, right? And
Yeah.
at 13, my mom said something to me. This is the third thing. She said, "What do you love to do? And what you love to do should be what you do for the rest of your life."
mm,
Mm-hmm.
And so what I love to do was watch a lot of movies,
yeah,
Nice.
watch a lot of movies and some other things, but watching movies was the thing. And so I was like, well, I'm very interested in movies. I watch like behind the scenes. I love behind the scenes. I used to buy the DVD and not watch the movie because I see it in theaters, but I'll buy the DVD just to watch the extra credit stuff, the extra bonus stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that's all I bought the DVDs for. And I was like, well, shit, if I'm that interested in it, I need to figure out how I can learn it. And so that's what started my journey at 13 to just go after filmmaking and be a director.
Nice.
You're a writer yourself, and you have your team that writes. How do you delegate the flow? The flow of the stories and write the topics and everything. It's a very long question. That's why I'm like, look at that.
So I answer the first one, or I do my best to answer. So when it comes down to writing, just like I said, I'm a visionary type of person. I see it, I hear it, I taste it, I feel it. Like, I know what's going on in the space, in the atmosphere. So what I do as a writer is I do my best to write as close to what my vision is. Right? Even if I hear them having a conversation, I will write the conversation in the way that I speak. And then for my writers, when I give it to my writers, is for them to polish it as well as to I guess verbally correct, their language, right? If somebody is from Atlanta or Houston, they're not gonna say the same stuff I say, you heard me? So it's just more about like they're writing it in the sense of the dialogue or the character dialogue. I write it in the sense of the vision and where I see that conversation going, right? So I would probably write, Jaffe and, did I say it right?
Yeah.
Jaffe and Mike having a conversation about suicide, and Jaffe convinced Mike not to kill himself. And I would probably write that, and then they will write a whole scene due to that conversation. And I will tell them how long I want it, you feel me, type deal. So that's in my arc. But if I hear the conversation, I will most likely write the conversation just so that could be already polished out and they could just, like I say, clear it up, clean it up a little bit. Because I'm not, I would definitely, I'm sorry, Queen?
They pay attention to the detailing of it. And you bring, the idea of what needs to happen and how. And they go in and they detail it and make it, specific so that it flow better for what you have going on, right?
Absolutely. And not only that, portray the story how I want it to, right? Sometimes, I write how I talk, and that's not a bad thing when it's writing for self, but when it comes down to script format, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to the corporate side of things, like, you need to have that stuff together. And I lean very heavily on my writers to make sure that we're following the right guidelines. I just know how to steer the boat, you know what I'm saying? The captain of the ship, and they know that I trust them when it comes down to executing. Because I of course I reread it, I go over it, we change some things up, stuff like that based on how it feels. So of course it's a collaborative effort, but majority of the time is me in the front building the arc, giving it to them. They're writing the dialogue, and then we polish it together.
Nice. Teamwork make the dream work.
It do.
Yeah.
And we get like multiple projects done like that. It's not just like, one project. I could write, like right now I'm writing a piece and I'm writing the arc right now, and then I'm gonna send it to my guy Marlon and have him to read the arc, and then we talk about it and he do his thing. I don't really be over his back.
Right.
Just wait till the script come in,
Right.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about, man. And you have some familiar faces in this film too. It's funny. Jason C. Louder is somebody else we're gonna be hopefully soon get on the show as well for interview. And,
wonderful man.
Yeah, man, dude, so cool, so chill, man. Wonderful. And Dakari Akil, he was actually our very first guest.
Really?
On our show.
Yeah. He was the very first. Yeah.
Very
That's what's
talented.
up, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's
And
up. I
you
ain't know
have,
that.
yeah, man. Kari is so cool. Jay, so cool. It's just a cool cast you have, and your team. So, quick shout out to your team as well too.
Yeah.
Hope y'all don't butcher nobody names. You got
Nah,
Drew. You
please,
got,
please let it
yeah,
tell all it, give them all they flowers, because
yeah,
I
yeah,
think, my thing is, they know how I am about them. I brag and boast. That's my babies. You know what I'm saying? I love them. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, I love each and every one of them, the men and the women, the kids, the adults, my eldest, all of the above. I love every single one of them, because I definitely leaned on love with this project. We just
yeah,
had so much fun on set. It was like a family reunion with no
yeah.
problems.
Man, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man, and it's so many like we said, no lie and teamwork make the dream work, man. You have if I leave anybody out, I apologize. Yeah, Rosalind, is it Omaka? Is that how you pronounce her name? Uh,
Rosalind Omaka, she
yeah.
actually is on the back end team when
Okay.
it comes down to distribution, and
Gotcha.
also helping out with promotion,
Yeah.
PR, pretty
Yeah.
much, the Rosalind
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Omaka show. So yeah, she's amazing. We got, who else you was about to say?
Let me see. I was just going to say shout out to her, but you got, let me see,
Yeah, I
Chanel.
could run down the list. Rah!
Yeah, yeah, man. It's so because
Yes.
like it's so many people behind the scenes, and I like highlighting because without y'all, because we actors too,
Mhm.
but without the
Mm-hmm.
people behind, you really can't get anything done because y'all the ones making us look like the stars and everything.
Mhm.
So I just like to give a quick shout out to your team and everybody who's a part of it to make
Well,
it that machine.
I'll do it for you, man. Shout out
There
to
you go.
Timothy Richardson.
Yeah,
Timothy Richardson was the DP. He did an amazing job
yeah,
capturing the image and telling the story from an image perspective,
Mm-hmm.
cinematography perspective. We definitely had amazing conversations on building this film and making this film stand out. Shout out to Lanico Collins. That's his queen. She's an amazing AC, but she also had a few other, hats on. Um, Major shout out. I'm gonna say shout out.
yeah.
So shout out to everybody I'm about to
There
say,
you
because
go.
I don't keep saying shout out.
Yeah,
So Laniqua Collins, Alex Alexander, or Alex Moore, excuse me. Um, Shoot, Anye Morrison. I got
yeah,
them two mixed up.
yeah,
Anye Morrison, Zuberry, Moore, Pazanta Byers. That was kind of our team right there, and all the PAs that was on board. Let me see, Butler Street Baptist Church. I couldn't do it without them.
yeah,
Uh, Boss Studios, David Thornton, um, Jay Hollywood. I don't know if y'all know Jay, but Jay Hollywood. Ready for you, free my dog Jay. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And that man was in prison, and he let us use his equipment, so that was like a blessing.
yeah,
Mhm. And that's what I mean by lean on love. You just never know who want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
those that want to see you win would make sure you seen winning. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
and then all my actors from Dakari,
yeah,
Corey, the list is long. Y'all know I love y'all. Shout out
yeah.
to y'all, and y'all did an amazing job.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Big
sir.
Let's
flowers.
step it up for the team, because sometimes, we get so caught up in what we're bringing to the table that it's sometimes you don't see all of the great things that everybody. Sometimes you'll be working with someone who is perfect and is an expert in what you're actually looking for, and then you talk and you go, oh wait, you do that too. And
Mhm.
sometimes God just put people in your circle for what you have going on,
Mhm.
to help you out. So let's just shout out the whole team.
The whole team, the whole
Yes.
Everybody.
team squad. Oink oink. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, so creators create, but when you put the camera down, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Create.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie. It's either me plotting business, because I'm a CEO, I'm a COO of a music label, and I got these different products that's coming, such as the music, as well as the movie, as well as I'm writing a book. It's just so much going on. So it's just more of like you gotta stay in that creative space until God opens the door to you being financially stable, right? It's like, hey, I create these products because these products is liquid, So, as of right now, I can't pause and focus on anything else. But when I'm like, just to give you an answer, when I take my mind off of all the work or the creativity, I go play me some Fortnite or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Okay.
Watch me some animations or some movies.
Yeah.
I definitely. Did y'all go see that American Fiction yet?
No, I haven't, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
Yes, American Fiction. Yeah, Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was good.
I just went to go see that. I love that movie.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a go see.
I've seen it twice already.
Oh, okay. We're definitely we're gonna have to catch up.
So I love movies. I definitely will go catch a movie quick and in a hurry, and go sit in the theater by myself. I don't care.
Same.
Yeah. I do the same thing, bro.
So peaceful.
It's really peaceful. It's really peaceful. Especially
what is this? What is that? What's going
especially when you have like literally nobody. Like when I went to go see American Fiction, I went on Valentine's Day. Nobody was in there. No, Super Bowl day, not Valentine's Day. Super Bowl day. Yeah. Nobody was in there. I was like, perfect. And then I was in every seat. You just want to sit down in every seat because you can.
Every corner, yeah, man, it's cool, man.
I just want to sit on my favorite side.
Put my feet up on
a real long time, like just chill, just
for real.
No interruptions, nobody walking in front of you.
None. No kids, none. It was fun. I could laugh out loud without I felt like I was in my own, I felt like I was in my own theater, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm animated, like I am in the movie, so people don't like going on dates with me in the movie theater because I'm crying about a camera motion. I'm not even looking at the movie. I'm looking at how the camera just was one shot. It was like,
man, that's dope. Let me write that down.
Yeah. Right.
Put my own spin on it.
Yeah, that's for real though.
Yeah,
I'm crazy in the theater. I'm not gonna lie.
You probably was like me as a kid. I would watch all the way to the end of all the credits. Like the credits is just rolling. I just wanted to see the people's names and.
Well, it's crazy because when I would watch the credits when I was a kid, I don't know, because I realized at a young age this is what I wanted to do. So I started studying them. I started writing the positions and started looking them up. And then I was like, when I went out on my adventure after I left Houston, I was like, I'm about to learn every position, every department. Like I'm about to go in every department. And I did, like master every department, just because I was like, I don't want to be a director that tells somebody what to do in a job and not know what they do in a job.
Right.
Like, how dare you tell them to hurry up? And you just don't know the time frame. Like I know it takes 45 to an hour when it comes down to makeup. I'm not gonna bother you, but when that hour come up, I'm checking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's time now.
Time. I know it takes 30 to 40 to set up the next set. You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. I'm not gonna bother y'all. Y'all do y'all business. Y'all know what we want. This, that, and the other. Let's do a walkthrough. Boom, moving.
But that's really neat that you did that, because you're right. You can't expect somebody to respect you in a sense of giving direction if you don't even know what they have to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I just never understood the logic of it, right? Yes, you could learn set etiquette, but it's just more of like, the self-respect, right? It's like, I have to respect this person because this person has worked their ass off to get in this position too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of times when I get into work, I always ask them, what's your work etiquette? Like, how do you like to work? Because it's like, this is how I like to work. I'm a scheduled type of person. Like, I don't like, let's pop up and just shoot something. Like, I can't, I get disbobulated. I could execute, but it won't be as execution as I would like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but it is what it is. You know, we get what it get when you get fast food. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Let's talk about your film, P.I.G.S. And why is the name P.I.G.S?
Well, it's actually named Perpetrators in Government Systems.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
That's
And
the name.
P.I.G.S is just an acronym, right?
Correct.
Got you.
all right. I like
Correct.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that too.
So you know, that's the right term. So it's Perpetrators in Government Systems, aka pigs.
Okay, tell us more about how you came up with that title. Come on, you
So
got it. That's neat. You got to tell us.
it's an evolution of the title, honestly. You know, you always start off with a title that it's like, I don't know, right?
Right.
And that title for me was Pigs for Breakfast.
Mm.
And what I was hating is like I knew what I was thinking about, but everybody instantly associated with cops, right? It's like, oh, you're talking about cops. It's like, nah. I I feel like politicians could be pigs. I feel like lawyers could be pigs, judges could be pigs. Anybody with a governmental, like in the governmental system, and is here to be a detrimental to the people, that's a pig to me. You're not here to help, change, enhance. You know, you here to keep us belittled. You know what I'm saying? And that is a pig. So, you know, you basically eat on people insecurities, right? Or people issues. So that's a pig to me, right? And you know, they couldn't get that grasp. So I talked to my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm having this problem. And she was like, what? I was like, I want to make pigs an acronym because everybody thinking it's cops and I don't want it to be cops. I need to open our brain. And my mom was like, give me a call. I'll give you a call tomorrow. She gave me a text the same day, not tomorrow. She gave me the text the same day and it said perpetrators in government systems. And I shouted. I was like, that's it. Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to mama.
Shout out to mama.
And after that, that was from that day forward. That was the name of the movie.
Oh, that's dope. So, you also had your film debut at Morehouse College, correct?
Yeah. You know, we actually got selected at 5 different festivals. Morehouse was I think our 4th to last. Yeah, I think it was our 4th to last. We had the Black Film Festival of New Orleans was our first. We had the Detroit, what they call it, the Black Indie Stream Film Festival and Award Ceremony. That was in Detroit. We had the National Black Film Festival in Houston, the Morehouse Human Rights Film Festival in Atlanta, and I didn't say the Urban Film Festival in Miami. Which that's where I won best new filmmaker in honor of John Singleton Award.
Nice.
Oh man, that's
Congrats.
what's up.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Thank
So
you.
what made you pick the Morehouse out of all of the 5?
So I be honest with you, I submitted to 20 festivals. And we got selected in those 5. So, you know, I reached out to the big ones. I reached out to the ones that everybody would call out first. But God, you know, I guess they didn't see the vision, or they got their different programs. They got their different, you know, it's a vibe when you go to a festival. So it's how they want to keep their vibe at that year, right? So maybe mine wasn't of their vibe, you know, the ones that wasn't selected, but the ones that did select, I'm very, very grateful. Because you know, it changed a lot of people's lives, and you can see the testimonies from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were sold out each one, though. I'll let you know that was crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, brother.
Yes, sir.
Man. It's really dope.
Yeah,
nice.
Cause like I saw those awards and everything. I mean, man is out here cooking, man, and
man.
And I was like, I gotta applaud you, brother, man. So tell us a little bit more about the film.
So Perpetrators in Government Systems basically follow an attorney who his name is Trust Shakur. He basically takes the day off to celebrate his brother's 18th birthday. And as they're having a joyful day, showing them around the city and him with his new achievements that he is going to have for him when he graduate college. They get pulled over by a normal traffic stop that kind of go a little bit haywire, and the trust is basically in the midst of finding out what's his, it basically attacks his morals, right? It's like, do I focus on what I study with law, or do I go what my family and my teachings have been, my upbringings have been? And his family was basically like the Black Panthers, so they taught them to stand up for your rights, So, that's how the film. That's what the film is about. It's very exciting because you get to see what we all think about as a people, right? And that's what would it be like if we stood for something right and didn't give up on it, not so quickly. So yeah,
absolutely, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait till y'all see it.
Oh, we can't wait to see it.
Definitely, most definitely. Every project has its own personality. We approach each challenge with fresh energy and inspiration, so you get the best results. Is the philosophy on your website? That's on your website. So, how do you keep the team's energy up during those dark hours? Because we all been there before. Where,
well,
24 hours.
So my thing is, I'm all about good energy. So the first thing we do before we even roll is we pray, right? We make sure that God is in the room and God is giving us his energy first, right? That's one thing. And then what I'll do is when I see that we kind of, getting deflated, I do this thing called high five energy, right? So I go around and I just high five everybody, like, give me high five, keep up the good work, keep up the good work, keep up the good work. And it kind of boosts everybody energy up a little bit, like, okay, all right, yeah, we here, all right, for sure, let's get it, we back in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like round two, mainly after lunch, you know what I'm saying? Like once they hit that lunch, it's like,
ooh, after that lunch is over with.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to go back in this.
I don't know if I can keep going.
I need an hour to sleep it off.
I don't know if I can
get a
keep
nap
going.
real quick. We've been up since 8 o'clock in the morning. Matter of fact, we've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let me just get a little nap in, But I give them the high five energy, and if the high five energy don't work, then we kind of go into like a little praise and worship on whatever song we feel is hot at the time. We agree to. And I raise up the music because I always have a speaker on set. Like I'm a vibe on set. Like my team and we just like really have a good time. It's like I tell people all the time, filmmaking for me is not going to be a job.
It's fun.
It's going to be a playground for me. It's going to be where I use it as therapy, and I create something that I haven't seen yet, or me hanging out with my homies like y'all at golf, you know what I'm saying? Like now, we like, dog, you got that shot? Oh, dog, that shot was hard. Like that's how memories like that, when we closed the bridge, like on the movie, the Jackson Street Bridge, we shut that down. That's the famous bridge that you seen in The Walking Dead. We shut that down for 8 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
That was a memory that we all hold, we just felt badass. Like, oh yeah. And just being on that street, and then you got the police stopping traffic as we it's like, dang, yo, like high Q, did we make it?
Right.
You just felt that in the energy. My actors felt it. I gave them the atmosphere that they needed to really, portray their characters. And it was absolutely, it's absolutely epic. But just to answer your question, like I'm New Orleans, baby, so I'm always gonna bring energy to the room.
There you go.
That's just what it is, It's just we're gonna need to play some bounce music, and everybody gotta dig for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just shake it out. You don't have to even shake your ass. Just shake it out. You know what I'm saying? Go up and down and just give you a little Holy Ghost motion. You know, it's whatever. You know, it's just that's just what it is. You got to do it to get your energy back up. You know what I'm saying? So once we do that, we back to work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nice.
Okay, so P.I.G.S isn't your first project. You've done some short films, some commercials. What has been your most challenging project thus far?
You want to know what's crazy? Music videos is somewhat the most challenging shit because you're dealing with unknown artists.
Really?
Damn.
Okay.
Whoa.
Really?
Well, damn.
I'm gonna be all the way transparent with you. Artists don't know what they want.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know what they want, but they want to tell you what to do. They want to tell you how to do it, but they don't know what they want.
I feel like I need to pass you some liquor like Club Shay. Tell us more. Tell us more.
Okay.
It's crazy because, like, for example, like I would do a music video and I would write the script. I would probably, storyboard it and everything. And it's like, all right, yeah. Then it's like, oh, I seen this video. Let's do this or this, that, and the other. It's like, yeah, okay, you want it like this. But the crazy thing is you don't have the budget like this, right?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
That's the big thing. So you don't want to, I guess, you want the big scale type of visuals, but you don't have a budget to give us that big scale. I write a script based on the big scale that fits the budget, and you don't like it. So that's a bit difficult for me. Films not so difficult, honestly. I actually love films simply because, like, I'm gonna make you a steak, right? I'm not gonna make you no fast food type of movie. When I drop my films, I want people to be like, I gotta go see this because I already know he took his time. Like when you see Jordan Peele's films, okay, he took his time with it. It wasn't just
right. It wasn't
Right.
just fast food. And you know what? And back to what you were saying with music videos, I missed the age where the music videos had a little bit more creativity in the video.
Exactly,
like,
man.
Bro, when I was a kid, this is showing my age. I used to enjoy running to the TV to watch
your video. Yes.
It's like, I know this song is already fire, and I know this music video is just gonna capture every single moment.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's like now it's the same. Everybody does the same thing. And you'll catch an artist that'll step outside the box and be like, no, I'm gonna bring it back. The Baby does good doing that. I love watching the Baby.
Well, the crazy thing is the reason why I like the Baby is because is it Lil Baby is the
Lil Baby is QCP. That's Atlanta. The Baby is
the Baby. Yeah,
the Baby. Yeah.
So the Baby, I like him. He signed to a production team, so they do all his creative videos. So he really don't control. He directs it, but he been working with them so long. He signed to a production team, a production company, and they do all his videos. And that's what I would say, man. Anybody that really want to do the music video side, get with a production team that can tell your branding message, like your branding story. Hey, do you want to be the Baby outright, just out there with it? You know what I'm saying? Hitting the chick on the bed or whatever the case. Or do you want to be more like a glamour girl or, Star Spangled Banner like Beyonce type deal? You know what I'm saying? Like they know your identity, and with knowing your identity, you could just brand how you need to brand. But the Baby was amazing by just being left field all the time. That's his territory.
Yeah.
Right.
Who else has some really great music videos? Ludacris. Videos were
left field.
It really was.
That's why the Baby, he brings that Ludacris vibe back from when he did what was it? Stand
Stand
up.
up. Oh my
And
Stand up.
Lewis had that big Air
Yep.
Force One, and
Yep.
boom, stand up. Yeah,
Or them arms or whatever. Like,
yeah,
dude,
them
yeah.
arms. Yeah.
Him and Missy Elliott, left
Yeah.
field.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
man, yeah.
Missy. Yeah. And it
Yes.
worked.
You know
Because,
what
like
I'm
you
saying?
said, they branded it just worked with it, man.
It's perfect. You know, when you take your time and saying, hey, okay, we know that this video gonna drop in 3 months. So we got time to work on it in 3 months. You know, we
Yeah.
got time to perfect what we're gonna shoot, how we gonna shoot it. A lot of people want to just, you know, and the video come out like how it comes out, you know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is what it is though, you know.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
And then also Drake.
Oh,
Drake got good music videos as well too.
yeah.
Drake got Drake got everybody in his pocket.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He
Everybody.
got
On
everybody in
all
his pocket.
levels.
He
Yeah.
could call Will Smith team, he could call the baby team, he could call any hey
Yeah.
Drizzy want y'all to do his music video. All right, we there. Like
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
got anybody.
We're
How
there.
long do you think a person should, like, if they're doing like a music video, like what's the amount of time do you think is a good amount of time for them to come out with a really good, music video?
So that depends on what their story is, right? Sometimes you could go very complex, like Drake did with J. Cole, right? Had all these different type of elements, but a lot of those elements was virtual reality, right? You see that they mixed it, and it was great because that team did amazing by blending all of these elements together. And that's just a whole, like, shout out to all editing, bro. I that's one thing I gotta say. When it comes down to anything film or shooting, editing is the number one department that you should just love on all day, every day. That's really my opinion, because they make things look like you never thought it would be, like for real. And that was my first love, editing. I love editing. I'm not crazy with it like I used to when I was a kid. A lot of stuff that you see now was not okay. It was like, oh man, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not editing no more. Y'all don't want to pay me for my too much. And now it's like, we want a lot. We want a lot. Like,
right.
Y'all not paying for that now.
Like, right. Like, all right.
It is what it is. I was giving y'all a lot with the money y'all giving me. Now that y'all want a lot, that gotta go. The price ain't the same.
We don't put that down.
Hey.
What they say, yesterday price, not today price.
Not at all. Not at all. But when it comes down to all that, I really enjoy just creating, right? If anybody did call me to do their music video, you're gonna get a badass music video from me, because I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna tell your branding message. And a lot of my videos that I have done went viral. It'd be the number one video, and it's like, oh, that's a blessing. I just go check on it and be like, look at the videos that they did do with other people and realize, oh, mine's went up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just a good feeling to know that I make good work, and seeing that people is happy with it. I don't really look for a lot of it, a lot of back end stuff. I just want my name to be known.
Nice. Any gems to drop before we close?
Man, I got so many gems. I love gems. Love thyself first.
Nice.
Know that no matter what obstacle, in the trial and in the tribulation, there's character building, and you're growing every day. Know that God's timing is the right timing. Your timing may not be right. So be patient, but stay consistent. I think the message that I have now is create, don't wait, but be patient for the right time. A lot of people create and then put it out there. But just like P.I.G.S, we created it in 2022, and it's now dropping some Juneteenth, figuratively. Juneteenth. It's coming out in 2024. So patience is the right timing, because now that I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I realize this is an election year.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
whoa, look at
Whoa.
God's timing. Like if I would have dropped this, it's like why you drop it? Why you tell me to drop it Juneteenth first of all, and second of all in on the election year?
Election year. Yeah.
It's interesting to me,
Yeah.
right? That's very interesting to me because I feel like really we just need to keep these conversations going. We need to have these conversations about police brutality. We need to continue going. I don't believe in like I have a new perspective on defunding the police. I don't think we should defund the police, but I do feel like we should definitely put some type of consequence. If your life is on the line, your life need to really be on the line.
Mm.
And I mean that penalty type shit. Like you need to
Yeah.
really getting into this and saying, "Oh, I'm getting into this, and my life is on the line because I'm here to protect." And
Right.
if you step over that line to protect and serve, then your life is on the line.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah.
feel like that will be, an equal satisfaction for the citizens of the world, as well as a sensation, not a sensation, but a mental block, not blockage, but what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of for the police are people of law. They kind of know their limit, right?
Yeah.
Like I ain't about to shoot you. I don't want.
Restrictions. A lot
Yeah,
of restrictions.
restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just get them to understand like, yo, I need to take my job seriously, or my life is on the line, literally.
Right.
It's on the
Yeah.
chopping block. So, that's what I would vote for. Because hey,
Right.
citizens can't do nothing. We can't penalize the police. We can't penalize these judges. We can't do all this. We could vote,
Mm-hmm.
right? Definitely vote. I vote every time when there's an opportunity. Um, but I definitely feel that we need to start putting in place legalities for ourselves, put things in place where we as a people can move forward together and start building our own type of empire foundation, you know what I'm saying? So that they can't come and mess with us, like on some, Tulsa up, Black Wall Street times 10, you know what I'm saying, type of feel. But word of advice is stay focused on self, stay focused, and it's not being selfish. Just make sure that you focusing on going after your dreams and your goals like I have, because it
Mm-hmm.
took me 7 years to complete this film. And so, you know uh I didn't give up on my dreams. I knew that at 13 what I wanted to be, and now
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. So
And congratulations.
I say,
Congratulations, man.
I
Yeah,
say,
Sir.
yeah. Thank you for
I'm
sharing that. As thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that as well too. Like I think that's something cool that you shared what you learned new because we always thinking about we get so focused on what everybody is going with like the wave. Everybody like everybody was
yeah,
saying defund the police, but you shared what you learned through this process while going through and creating this. Like you know what? That's nah. I think it's another way to approach
yeah,
this. And
because when you think about this, and my one of my good friends actually just did like five, like I think some ride alongs or whatever, getting
yeah,
ready for a film, and he was like, bro, if we defund the police, it's just gonna make it worse.
yeah,
Mhm.
And I'm like, you got a point. He's like, because everything paid, the training, the everything costs. So if we defund, then they can't get the proper training they need to be a police. I'm
Yeah.
like, that makes a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
you would get idiot police officers because they didn't have the proper training.
right.
But and you know what? In the height of it all, when doing the uproar after the George Floyd, like you got to look at both sides of the spectrum. We see our side, but I have a close family member that's a cop, and man, he tells me a lot of things, and it's like, bro, it's not like this and that and so forth. Like the things that happen with when the cops do that, they even say it's stupid. It's like not all cops ride with that. They even
Yeah,
like, man, come on, dog. Like really, bro. Like that's
Mhm.
poor training. That's poor decision making.
Yeah.
And it's just cool to sit down and talk both sides of because they go through their situations as well too, and
Mhm.
it's a lot. It's a lot, and their lives really do be on the line.
My thing is, sometimes, I feel like for cops, they should definitely get more humane, even if they having a bad day. Be vulnerable about it. Sometimes I get pulled over, and I literally ask the cop before he say anything to me, "Are you having a good day, bro? You're not having a good day? All right, cool. I'm gonna make this as easy as possible for you. All
That's
right."
enough.
Like
Yeah.
I literally ask him because if you're not, yeah, I'm having a good day. Why are you asking? Because I just don't want me and my attitude of my day
To be
turning
that
you
day.
off
Affect
to,
yours.
what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
affect your energy.
Yeah.
He's like, a lot of cops get surprised when I ask that question,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, look, bro, I get it. You're doing your job. I'm cool. Can I get my, I'll just let them do the job, but I instantly hit them with the emotional question or the
Yeah.
vulnerability question so we can be human, right? Like, hey,
Yes.
like, look, bro, you're doing your job. I get
Yeah.
it. Let me just ask you a question before we go
Mhm.
forward. Are you okay? Are you having a bad day, a good day?
Yeah.
Cool. You having a good day, bro? It's good to see you. I'm glad that you're alive. Let me get you this. If you're having a bad day, or if you're having a good day, I'm saying all that, bro, I know you're doing your job. Let me handle your, let you get to your business. You feel me? Let you
Yeah.
get your check. You know what I'm saying? I make little jokes here and there.
Right.
But it just comes to the point where I have to pull out the human, right? Because
Right.
first thing they thinking about is I have to defend myself. I don't know if this person crazy or not.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
another thing I was saying is like, if we really look at it, like how many of us, black parents are like saying, "Hey, we want our kids to be cops." We can't we can't we can't judge what type of people we're going to experience with cops if we're not trying to change it from the inside. Like
Right.
we have to encourage, people of color to take some of these positions so that we can have representation where we don't. And
Right.
where we can get pulled over by someone that we recognize or can relate to, or someone that could relate to us.
Right.
Um it's like not one of those things. It's one of those things you're like, oh, what, you want to be a cop? No, I don't want to do that. So,
Yeah.
Well,
it's not one of
that's
those
true.
jobs that
Mhm.
we encourage our people to take up.
My thing is, and when you see the film, you get the understanding of it. We got, it's a saying in the film that said, with power comes respect, but
Mm.
abuse of that power we must reject.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right? We can't allow and keep, because acceptance ruins resistance. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, if you know that this officer is ill, everybody in that neighborhood needs to start a petition and say this person can't patrol our neighborhood. He needs to move. Right? It just needs, where that's the stand. Right? So it's just more about like coming together as a community, because as I was writing this film, I do a lot of research, and there's a lot of, oh my God, it's a lot of cases where police use their badge as the shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cops raping women, cops
Mm.
arresting women just to rape them, just all types of crazy stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like, bro, they not talking about those type of cases nowhere, right? You don't hear that.
Mhm.
And my thing is, when they go through these things like Zimmerman, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
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 Um, he's alive and well and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
bragging and boasting, and he's a citizen.
Right.
And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
that one guy, what's his name? What's that guy name?
He's a
That
citizen.
that young guy. I think he was like 18 or 19. He came and he ran over somebody or something. I'm not quite sure what that man's name is. Ah,
You
what is
see
that
my
man name?
face.
You're
What?
like,
That
whoa.
that young guy. I think he went to jail or something, and they got him out. Oh, what is his
Oh
name?
yeah, I think I know who you talked about. I think I remember that case.
You
Yeah,
know what
he
I'm
ran
talking
over a
about?
few people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
was like they was treating him like he was, a
They
hero.
gave him, yeah, they gave him like some water and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was
They
like,
Yeah,
sat
man.
they sat him down and was like, good job and stuff like, yeah, I remember that.
yes,
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Who,
yeah.
Yeah,
wait a
so
minute.
The
Who is
protest going on,
that?
and he
no,
drove. through the protest, or he got out and shot some people or something. I'm not quite
I know you're talking about that kid.
Yeah, the kid.
I know you're talking about
like 17, 18, maybe.
No, he didn't run over nobody.
No,
he shot some people.
He shot them.
Yeah,
you talking about Rittenhouse?
Rittenhouse.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rittenhouse.
Kyle
I couldn't say
Rittenhouse.
his name. I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, that's his name. And let me make this public. Everybody's information is public.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse, Rattlehouse.
You know,
whatever.
I was completely confused. I was like, what?
Yeah, man. It's just so.
I just don't understand our philosophy when it comes down to vengeance or revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of test that out in the film. You know, I everything. This brain here goes so, a little. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
In real life, you know, you can't do this, but with films and stuff, you can use your imagination and go wild. And that's what I love about filmmaking, right? And that's what I love about storytelling. Right? I can tell a story and bring you to a whole nother planet, and you can feel what I'm feeling through this journey. And with this movie, you know, with P.I.G.S, well, perpetrators in government systems, you know, it's just gonna bring you on a journey of like every emotion as a Black person, and you know, hopefully it gives you a relief, because every movie that we watch, when it comes down to what we do, we die. So, you know, hopefully this movie shows and give you a relief on how it turns out, and you know, see what happens.
Man, man, greatly appreciate it, Aaron. Man, thank you so much. Tell the audience where we can follow you at.
Yeah, so Spellz the director. That's SPELLZDA director on all platforms, even musically. Aaron Spellz. You could probably type that up in Google, and then you see all my information. You could check spellzproductions.com. That's my website where you can see all the upcoming nuggets that's about to drop, insight on where the movie is coming. Or when it's coming, especially where it's coming. That's going to be, I can't wait to share that information. And then, you know, definitely lock in with me, because, you know, we pivot the production company into a digital media agency. So any businesses or brands out there that is looking to partner up with an award-winning filmmaker and an award-winning team, actually, we're looking to take on a partnership deal to, you know, help people scale in their businesses, making commercials, advertisement, you know, the right content to get your audience to follow you and to grow your audience, all of the above, right? All the way to making them stay with you, keeping them consistent. So yeah, reach out to me. I'm looking forward to working with everybody. I'm looking forward to, you know, connecting, and hopefully God creates a legacy pathway for people to look and get inspired, because that's what I seek to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Aaron Spellz, thank you again, bro. Greatly appreciate it. Many blessings to you and everything that you do, man.
I'm goofy, y'all.
We all are.
All of we big kids in this crazy acting industry world. Trust me. If we don't act like the way we do, we wouldn't make it, man.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all with this opportunity. I think this platform is amazing. I definitely wanted, you know, God to have our paths to cross, and, you know, give y'all the opportunity, or give me the opportunity to be on this platform and speak about P.I.G.S. Like, it means a lot to me. You know, this is just the beginning, and hopefully we can continue this journey, and we can get back on a call once y'all watch the film.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yeah, most
definitely. We're going to have to.